Hello everyone, Renee here. Welcome to my channel, Crown Lotus. For this video I'm doing an unboxing, and the deck that I just purchased is called Penelope's Tarot. It's by Sam West. I found this deck, which is an indie deck, individually published via Etsy. So it came shrink wrapped, which I took off already. This is a hard box. Here are the colors, the sides. The back says, "May this deck help you find hope and joy even in the darkest of times." Love it. So let's take a look at the deck. Oh, the lid has a cute image of the sun. I love that. The blue lips. And the bottom has a cute image of the moon. Let's take a look at the card backs. So cute. I just love the colors. It's a mixture of lavender and turquoise. The edges are turquoise. Love the edges. I don't have any other decks like this one. And I will say before we get started looking at the cards, the cardstock is great. It's at least 350 GSM, might be a little bit more, but definitely a good cardstock. Let's move this out of the way, and we're going to take a look at the cards. I'm going to do a flip through. So we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, beautiful color palette, the Emperor, the Hierophant. I love how it's a female and she's reading. The Lovers, the Chariots, cute. Strength, oh, it's a girl with a kitty cat. The Hermit, I love that. The Wheel of Fortune, I love the font as well, I just have to say. Love this font. As well as the simple yet symbolic imagery. Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil. The Devil is even cute. How do you make the Devil cute? Well, Sam West managed to do that. The Tower. I love how subtle this is. There's just cracks in it. Instead of it all tumbling down. We have the Star. The Moon, of course. The Sun. So cute. Judgment. The World, I love this. Ace of Crystals. Two of Crystals. Crystals could be wands or swords. I guess we'll find out when I look at the other suits. Three of Crystals. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. I do want to look really quickly here. So we do have wands, daggers, and cups. So that was coins. Crystals are in place of the coins or pentacles. I was thinking that was probably the case after I saw a few cards. So then we have the cups, the Ace, 2, 3, 4. Aww. that. It's a good depiction of the 4. 5. Cute. 7. I love this 7. Love it. 8. So you're getting the feel of the meanings with these adorable, seemingly simplistic images. Page, Knight, Queen. Cute, she's in a bubble bath, I love it. And the King. And then we have the daggers or the swords, the ace, 2, 3, typical 3, you know exactly what it is. 4, 5, yep, transition, there's the boat, what you usually see in the Rider-Waite-Smith system. 7 makes sense. 8 makes sense as well. So they are sticking to the Rider-Waite-Smith system, which for me is great because that's the deck I learned on way back in 1988, and I've stuck with it for the most part. I have tried other decks, but love this. There's the page, there's the knight, queen. I love how everything's symmetrical and perfect, which is what I usually see or think about when I think of the Queen of Swords. And there's the king. And then we have the wands. 2, 3, 4, 6. The 7 even makes sense. Defending yourself. The 8, action, typical imagery, well, based on the Rider-Waite-Smith, not typical. The 9, yeah, the fence. The 10, carrying the wands. Page. Knight. Queen. And the king. Wow. Okay, I love them. I'm going to shuffle these up really good, and then we're going to do a reading. All right. Okay, so I shuffled off camera for a little bit. As you can see, they riffle shuffle really well. Now the edges were stiff and a bit chalky feeling, but now that they're loosened up, they shuffle really well. And I thought during this review would give me an opportunity to explain how I shuffle. Now, I always mix it up. Like, I'll do this way as a riffle shuffle, and then I'll flip it because I don't like bends in my cards. I like them to stay as straight as possible. So therefore, you know, I'm doing the one side, and then it starts to bend that way, so I'll do it the other way, and so on and so forth. That's how I shuffle, especially new decks. Of course, most people know how to do the overhand, or this is a really good way to shuffle as well. What I'll also do with new decks is I'll cut them in half and shuffle, because you're just trying to loosen them up a little bit, right? You don't want to be really rough on them, especially the indie decks. Another thing I wanted to mention, indie decks cost more. I have an indie deck, my Color Goddess casting cards. Someone mentioned how expensive it was. If you don't know about publishing your own deck, something you should know is that the more decks you buy, the cheaper they are. But the trick is, in order to get a really good deal on a deck, you have to buy geez, 250 or more decks, which costs several $1,000s. I had to save up to self-publish my deck. I mean, I know that's why a lot of people do Kickstarter. To get the box, the hard box, full color with writing and everything, it costs even more, okay? So if you're wondering why the indie decks online on Etsy cost more, that's why. So anyway, there's a quick lesson on indie decks, and that's why I try to support these indie artists, because I know they put all the money in, they put all the work in, and they deserve to be compensated monetarily, in my opinion. So anyway, I think this deck is ready, so let's do a reading. We're gonna do my 4 W's reading, which is work, wages, wedding, and wellness. Whoops, I almost flipped like 10 over. We don't want to do that. Okay, I think that's good enough for now with the shuffling. All right, so we're going to look at work, wages, wellness, or work, wages, wedding, and wellness. So work is obviously work, school, career, or a creative endeavor, business. 2 of Wands, perfect card for the work category. It's all about dominion. It's about making magic with your work or your creative idea, okay? Now we have wages, which is finances, money, etc. And of course, 5 of crystals, which is 5 of coins, which is the money suit. She's crying, so there's a little bit of a loss here, or worry. It might not necessarily be loss. It could be worry. Now we have wedding, which is love, romance, relationships, Ace of Cups. This is my soulmate card. This is my bliss card, true love. And then finally, whoops, we have well-being, which is health. And we have the Queen of Wands. Definitely manifesting what you need to manifest, feeling good, feeling energized and energetic. I am telling you, I will tell you I already love this deck because of this one reading, because it all makes complete sense to me, all right? Makes complete sense to me. And if you are a tarot reader, you would have to agree that these fit each of these categories we're talking about, right? So let's do another reading. We're going to do something a little bit more obscure. We're going to do the inside, outside, upside down reading. Okay. Whoops. So the first card here is what's going on the inside, maybe something you're hiding from others, emotions. We have the Devil, all right. Could be anger, mental issues, addictions. The outside is the exterior, what you show others or your physical self. And we have the Page of Wands. That kind of represents being healthy, active, positive, proactive, productive on the outside. And then the upside down would be as if the card were in reverse. I don't read reversals, but in this position for this reading, it would be as if the card were in reverse. And we have the Knight of Cups, all right? So the upside down, you can turn it into the reverse position if you want to. But essentially, the Knight of Cups in reverse would be someone who is maybe being too emotional, or they're acting from their emotions only before the emotions are balanced or addressed. So it would be reacting hastily, becoming defensive, making assumptions based off of your emotions, all right? So this reading is for you. We're going to draw some more cards. Let's draw one more on the inside and see what this Devil's all about. Or maybe we'll draw 2 more. Let's see. 8 of Crystals or 8 of Coins, which is productivity. And the 6 of Cups is nostalgia. Okay. So possibly inside, you are having trouble being productive because of nostalgic feelings, because you're missing someone from your past. Maybe some of you had a recent breakup, or you lost a loved one, or you had some kind of conflict with a friend. All right. Now the outside, Page of Wands with the Six of Crystals or coins and the Three of Wands. Okay. This is all about giving back. It's altruism and philanthropy, and this is all about knowing the next step. So what this is kind of saying is that possibly you need help. Sometimes this is you giving assistance, but in this case, I feel it's you getting assistance or needing assistance. Don't be afraid or hesitant to ask for help, because someone will help you move in the right direction, down the right path, or to take the right step, the next step with your work or creative endeavor or socially. And the upside down, what else needs to be addressed or worked on? Okay, we have a King of Coins here, or King of Daggers. And we have, whoops, the 10. Yeah, that's what I think it's all about. Being hurt in the past, maybe obsessing on the pain this person caused, whether it was a water sign like the Knight of Cups, or an air sign like the King of Daggers. This person hurt you deeply, and you are letting it affect your work and your emotional well-being. Maybe that's what you need help with. Maybe you need to see a therapist, somebody to talk to about this that you're obsessing about. This is getting or receiving assistance or aid from others. And in your case, it could be a therapist or a professional, right? So let's shuffle again and do another little reading. I'm having fun. I'm really connecting with this deck. So far, everything seems to be relevant and spot on. Some decks I'll get and honestly, I'll draw cards and they'll make 0 sense. But so far, this deck is really doing well with me. Okay. So let me think, what reading should we do next? Okay. Let's do a simple past, present, future. But we're going to do the 5 card. So there's distant past, recent past, present, near future, and far future. And let's ask about a subject because it makes it a little bit easier. Let's ask about health. If any of you are worried about your health. Okay. So we'll go to distant past. Justice. There's balance. Staying balanced as far as your health goes. That's the far past. Nearer past or more recent past. 9 of Wands. Definitely taking a rest after a long struggle. Okay. So if you are having a health issue, I would say most likely it's more of a recent thing. Maybe you were healthy as a child, as a young adult. But lately, maybe the past few years, your health has gone downhill. There's been a battle of some sort, whether you have some type of issue, disease, or whatever it might be. But you've definitely been fighting to stay healthy or feel healthy. Let's see what's going on right now with your health. We have the Hierophant, so maybe you're learning more about it. Maybe you were diagnosed with a condition, so you're learning more about it so that you can self-heal or find alternative methods. Okay? Let's go to the near future. Wow. Ace of Daggers. A new beginning with health. I love to see that. A new beginning with your health, a fresh start, feeling good. And the further future is the Queen of Cups. Look at her. She is looking very content, relaxing in her bubble bath with her little glass of wine. It looks good. It looks good. Let's do the same reading with finances, or about finances. So let's see what we get for you. This is for whoever's watching. So the further past, we have the Fool, a new beginning. Or maybe you were foolish about finances or money, or didn't really save money in the distant past. More recent past, we have Two of Cups. So maybe you've partnered with someone who's really good with money and you've learned from them, whether it's a business partner or a romantic partner, or just a friend who you learned from. Let's look at the present. We have the Sun. This is bliss, joy, and abundance. So money looks really good right now. If it isn't, it will be in the near future, I would say. We have Four of Wands. This can be all about stability. Stable finances in the near future for you. And in the further future, we have the Six of Crystals or Coins, which again is the philanthropic card, the charity card, where you have enough. In fact, you have so much that you're willing to give to others. All right, I love that. So I would say this is a really beautiful deck. I love the colors. I love the feel of it. I love the turquoise edge, the lavender with little pops of other colors in there. The lavender, the green, like a sage green with the turquoise. It's a beautiful deck. It's a well-made deck. It's a well thought out deck. And again, let's put this in the box. So cute. This is Penelope's Tarot by Sam West. You can find it via Etsy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.